So why 200? Well, greater than 99.9% of blocks are not found at this height, making it an immediate challenge that I knew would be an interesting survival, and boy was this a wild 100 days, but more importantly, as soon as I saw that this seed was real and existed, on Bedrock you can load it up and find it out for yourself, you can see that there's just an immediate desire to do something interesting with it, but if you allow yourself to go down to the ground, it just becomes regular survival, and so what if I limited myself to never going below the clouds? Well, that would make it intensely challenging to even get wood and food, let alone building a village and building myself the tools of my dreams. It's taken me 44 Minecraft days, chat. But I now officially have a stone pickaxe. But despite that, I managed to do all of it, and today I want to show you how that went down. So hello, I'm ABX Toy Cat, this is my SKYGLOO series, and let's get started with how this all began. So we created the world, spawned into it, and then committed a little bit of home robbery before using those resources to bridge out to get wood. This is a new bridging strategy that I tried on Christmas Day last year, if you'll believe it, and it basically involved using the spruce stairs and the spruce slab that you find in the basement of the igloo and using them next to each other to ensure that I could pick them up over and over again. I'm gonna try and get this piece of dirt here next. No, I can't, the torch is on that. So this piece of dirt is my, no, it was just wasted. I can never get more dirt, chat, so that dirt is just gone forever. And so after using all of my torches and carpet to prolong this as far as possible, this is where I got, and I would say this is close enough to make a leap of faith, but what do you think? And then I'm gonna make the jump. Yes, over 200. And now we break the tree. It took me hours of experimentation, but I finally have access to wood on my floating igloo world, and it gets even better than that because some of this is oak saplings, which means I can actually theoretically get access to apples. If the game is willing to grant me one, I would love an apple, because my hunger is draining a little alarmingly right now. And so I'm not going to starve either. However, it's going to take a lot more for me to be comfortable, and so what I end up doing is waiting for some trees to grow, let those trees grow, chop those down, and then plant even more, and then I use these wood pieces to allow me to bridge over, not only to get more saplings, but also to bridge back to my main island. Yes, I do see how incredibly precarious this looks, but it's absolutely essential that I get back there as quickly as possible, and I need to do this because you can see my hunger level, you can see my health level, and you can see that I have one golden apple, so I need to solve my food problem, second of all, and how am I going to do that? Well, first of all, let's celebrate a milestone, because it might have taken 5 days played, but look what I just got, my third tool. Okay, tool number 3, look at this, chat, look at this, look at this. I have 3 whole tools. This was unthinkable. And the same was at one point true for me ever making it towards this second island here, but after a small amount of bridging with my newfound wood, I officially had access to all of this dirt, which means I have most of the crucial resources that I need to say that I've started. I've gone from having an impossible start to a challenge to actually being able to survive day to day, which means my next task is, well, I am amazed that this video even has a chapter 2 to be honest, but I am officially alive, I have managed to survive, and now it's important that I actually start gathering the things that I'll need to be much more successful, and so I've got a small list, and let's start checking it off. First of all, dirt. How do I get the dirt from this island? Well, the answer is safely. We're being very, very safe here, chat. Every block should be gathered in such a way that there is a 0% chance that it falls. With the dirt acquired, I could take the exact same attitude towards saplings. Decent number of saplings spread apart far enough that they don't interfere with each other, but also that they can share like a collective platform for not knocking me off. Thanks to that attitude, in no time I had such a surplus of saplings that I could start to be a little bit silly with my placement, but that's exactly what I love. And after a mildly dangerous encounter with everyone's favourite suicide bomber, the next thing I decided to build in this world was actually a mob box. This mob box was designed as a basic place that mobs could spawn, but I wouldn't be hurt by them and they couldn't climb over and get me, and so I'd be able to kill things like skeletons in there. However, my first skeleton did not come from this place, but instead, why is there a skeleton? So how do I get the skeleton near me without the skeleton killing me? That's my challenge. I'm going to make it work, chat. I'm going to do it. He can't attack me from there. He can't do it. He wants to, chat. He wants to real bad, but I got my first bone. Okay, killing mobs this way is obviously too janky, and so instead I decided I would need to build a bigger mob arena than I previously had worked on, and this was going to be made of top slabs, so it'd be one of the few places that mobs were able to spawn, and then if I just put fences around it, I'd be able to basically use it as a miniature mob farm. This would be a great way of getting bones, but while I was placing the slabs to make it, I realized that I could actually make another great crafting recipe. Chat, I'm gonna do the craziest thing you've ever seen someone do. And in a challenge where if I lose my saplings, my world is over, I'm going to deliberately give up some saplings. That's right, I was going to turn my saplings into bone meal because I was this desperate for food at this point, and if you're curious as to how this bone meal helped me, well, there we go, 1 bone meal. It cost me 21 saplings to get one of these. I'm gonna grow this right now. Wheat! Wait, chat, why didn't I get any seeds? Oh, no. Okay, I guess I'm not fulfilling my hunger needs with bread anytime soon, and so my alternative plan is... Now I can go kill a zombie, get some rotten flesh to stay alive for the night. Little did I know I'd be doing even better than just staying alive, though. Yeah, look at me. Look at my trousers. They don't perfectly fit me. But that's okay. And now I can eat both of these rotten fleshes, should I choose to. So I've obtained a large amount of wood, we can tick that off, and I've gotten all of the land that exists above Y200 within 1,000 blocks in any direction, and so I think we can be happy with 3 out of 4 so far, except I actually had a little bit of a thought, what if I could get even more blocks, despite the fact that I'm going to be limited to Y200, it doesn't mean the blocks I collect have to be right, and that's when I try this. I want these dirt blocks, I'm gonna break the 3 dirt blocks. So get this right, chat. By making it into a little pillar space, when I place this, the dirt blocks have to go up. And then we can do the same. And the dirt blocks will have to go, you know the direction, up. And then we do it one more time. And what direction do the dirt blocks have to go? That's right, right up. So we do it one last time. And there we go! 2 more dirt blocks! Chat, I liberated 2 dirt blocks from the world. I am a richer man, and in theory I can do some other stuff like that somewhere on the island. If you don't realize why this is such a big win, well, I can use this grass not just to grow myself saplings or to grow myself food, but crucially I'm going to need it if I ever want to find some non-hostile mobs. Hostile mobs will spawn on any block, but if you want to get friendly mobs, or pets, or animals, they're going to need to spawn on grass blocks, and I have very few of those, so every dirt block that I can turn into one is going to be a huge win for this world. However, despite having all of my dirt in one place, or as much as I could afford, despite literally trying to be the perfect distance away for as long as possible, do you know where my first sheep actually spawned? Should I see if I can hit the foxes? Oh, a sheep! A sheep! Ah! Yes! Okay. Chat, this sheep is the most valuable sheep I have ever encountered in Minecraft. He is going to be kept safe at all costs. You better believe me. Getting a sheep up from below Y200 was going to be even harder than dirt because unlike with dirt, I couldn't simply break it and then place it back down alive later, and instead I could either use a fishing rod, which was going to be risky for me, or I could simply put a staircase down and hope that the sheep would go up it. However, I did have a secret weapon because as it turns out, that 1 piece of wheat I got earlier wasn't enough to make myself any bread, but it was enough to lure the sheep up it, and thank God for that because I have just gotten myself my 4th essential ingredient for survival, which means I've gone from barely being alive to actually killing it. If I wanted to, I could keep doing this forever. However, it was important for me now to ask, I love challenge Minecraft runs, and that's why you've seen so many on my channel at this point. However, it's always important to ask yourself when doing it, what is your actual goal? Why are you doing this, in other words? And I always try to give myself the end goal of seeing as much of the real game kind of replicated in the silly challenge that I've made myself as humanly possible. So I want to get as many of the real world mobs and blocks as I humanly can, but that also means that if I have 2 villagers in my basement, as every igloo does, I should be taking advantage of that, and that's exactly what I did now. After lighting some of these spots in my igloos to prevent mob spawning there, and after choosing to dye my sheep the beautiful piss colour that it is, I am now ready for having another important mob in my world. Okay, chat, this is now enough pieces of bread that I can feed my villagers, and if I feed them, they will reproduce. Okay, so I'm giving this guy some bread, then I'm gonna give this guy some bread, It's interesting that he nods his head each time. Now they've both got enough bread to go into love mode. So I'm going to temporarily remove this wall between them. And let them breed together. And then I'll take the baby and take him out of there. Look at this, chat. My first baby villager is about to be born. But now what we have to do is we have to separate them. I don't want to punch them, but I'm just saying I might have to. Might have to get punchy in here. Come on, guys. You don't need to be this close to each other. They punch the baby, chat. Yeah, get that bread. I think I should punch the baby. I could break the workstation temporarily, I guess. And then we can nudge him out of here. And now once he's out of there, we can put him in a little corner by himself. Which I'll then put a ceiling there and there. And then a block there and here and there. And that works, whatever. Then we can place a block back here. Boom. Okay. It's messy, chat. But we did it. Put the loom back. And we're great. Then we probably have to go to sleep by now. And then back up to the surface. So the only reason that this challenge worked at all was because I was able to bridge to my nearest landmass. This is the thing that made the challenge go from technically surviving to where I am right now, and I've always realized that if I want to truly go to the next level, I'm going to need to find more terrain above Y200. I figured this might be a couple thousand blocks away, but I was wrong. After checking on a copy of the seed, there was a mountain which went slightly over Y200, and it was only 6,000 blocks away. Never lucky, huh? And so I had to make my way over there. So here's the question I have, chat. We can bridge it on the top half of the slab, like I'm doing here, or the bottom half of the slab, and that way no mobs will spawn, so we could just do that right here, right now. Or we could bridge on the bottom half of the slab, which would be there, and if we do that, then mobs will spawn. I'm gonna go for the non-mob spawnable one, just so an enderman doesn't spawn and accidentally look at me and then accidentally kill me.
20 minutes
of bridging
later.
So now we're gonna go on a 1,000 block walk this way.
5 minutes later.
So yeah, that was my journey so far. You can see it extends way off out into the render distance. I now need to chop down another 6 stacks of spruce logs.
15 minutes
of wood chopping
later.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to grab a bed, specifically this one, and now we're off on the journey again, chats. 5,000 blocks to go. Let's see if we can't do something slow. I'm here, chat. I'm here. I've done it. As long as I don't get blown up by a creeper, I'm living good now. I can mine stone, and then I can make a stone pickaxe. I feel like a husky playing around in the snow right now. Let's make ourselves a crafting table, and let's make ourselves a stone pickaxe, shall we? It's taken me 44 Minecraft days, chat, but I now officially have a stone pickaxe. I'm gonna grab all of the iron, I think. So there, great place for a furnace. In goes the iron, and then we need something to smelt it with. Shall I get rid of my old wooden sword? Yeah, wooden sword, let's throw it in. Throw it in there. And then also like a few spruce planks. That feels wrong. Let's just use a single piece of coal. Like, we've got enough of it, right? Let's just treat ourselves to a piece of non-renewable coal. Let's grab all the coal right now. Like, making a coal block would be handy to add to my collection. But otherwise, I think we're pretty chill. But I think this is a healthy amount to take home with me. 10 raw iron plus the 30 ingots, plus whatever's in that furnace right now. We have an incredible amount of blocks to come with us. And now the challenge is just working out which blocks should come. Before grabbing my things and heading home, I looked at these emeralds, which are my forbidden lover. Right now, all I can do is see them. I can't actually be with them until I eventually get an iron pickaxe, so don't worry, I'll be back. But in the meantime, I need to go home, and on that journey, I crossed the 50-day line, and here I am, finally back home. So now this guy has grown up to be a level worker, which means I can remove this block. Then I can just take this block, remove it, and then put a composter there. Put the composter in, and what do we have here? We should have a farmer villager. So now I can buy bread, chat. So this is great, because it means instead of having to do this really time-consuming process, I can just buy bread whenever I want it. And this is wonderful, because I don't just need bread for me, right? Bread for me is, like, lovely. I'm very, very happy to be able to eat. But also, it means I can give bread to my villagers, because that's what they need to breed. But yeah, right now, I think if we're going to have any more breeding, we basically have to concede that there's just not enough space here right now, right? So we need a base worthy of these villagers, but also of my other endeavors. And so what's the logical way to do that? Expansion, I think. And I'm going to start building oak logs up on top of it. These oak logs will go till at least this ceiling. Let's just say for now. And then we'll do the same over here. We'll build a new floor out of stone. Again, I feel like stone bricks might be a better idea, but stone's what we're using. Very nerve-wracking to do this in hardcore chat. I've learned that no matter how invincible you feel, you never are invincible. And then we're just going to build across there. And we're going to go for one of these style houses. You know, like the A-frame or whatever you want to call it. So now we could go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5 is going to be a pillar down here. I'm not a big believer in, like, build a base into every structure you build. So, what? Chat? What? How? Is that a bug? Is that just how igloos generate? That's gotta be a bug. Silverfish are bugs, right? I guess it was a bug. Okay, so this is lovely. Okay, so this is kind of gonna be the front of the igloo. Do you see that up there? This is gonna be the front there. It's gonna go out 1 block. So then we'll do the same, but going like this way. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll go off to the side again. And we're going to do that, and we're going to have like this giant space that is available to us. My igloo basement is becoming massive, which means I'll finally have space for more villagers. In fact, maybe I should start going for that space now. So yeah, I think I want to make more of these little things for villagers. I don't know where would be best to do it, but I'll find a spot, make some boats there. Again, the bed situation is literally just, we'll put them all next to each other, and now there is a higher bed capacity in the village. So the plan here, chat, is I want to have a bunch of villagers up in here. I've built their home for them. Now I'm going to make them live in it. So I have to trap these guys in boats. Somewhere valuable, by the way. So let's make a boat right now. Make electricity so that you can make a computer, so that you can miniaturize a computer. You could start a country. You could go to the Sentinel Islands, where there are uncontacted people today, and you could, within a generation, have them on smartphones, right? And building smartphones if you wanted to. The technology exists. The blueprint is out there if you're willing to find it. I don't know why I can't see the boat, chat. I'm going to make my own boat then. Oh, I've never been in water, so the recipe isn't unlocked. Chat, the recipe for a boat. That is such a silly little stat. After struggling with the boat recipe just a little bit, I was able to get villagers into boats. Also, oh yeah, I found gravel. And so the amazing thing about finding gravel, chat, is gravel by itself has next to no value to me. But if I sit here and I mine it multiple times, I'll be able to get flint for a fletching table, which will provide me with a source of emeralds to actually be able to buy these trades. So now we make a fletching table, and we put it over here. So we break this, because now it's got to be this. I hope that he'll link to it immediately. I think that he has. Oh, he has, and he's immediately jacked up his prices. So now we take our smooth stone and make it into smoother stoner, and it'll be great. So while we do this, chat. Oh, wait, never mind. Wow, it's fast moving episode today. We got a toolsmith already, and I'm going to lock in a trade early. Oh, 15 coal. That's expensive. I think I'm going to buy it myself. I think it's better for me to buy a stone shovel than to sell him coal. Okay, now we've got a second villager, and the second villager is going to become our armorer. So now if we break the boat, the baby villager will get out there just fine, but the adult villager won't. So I've got 5 more villagers, 5 more jobs, and all I have to do to get them is get a sufficient number of emeralds. Now let's go find a blast furnace. It's free smooth stone acquired. You who gets to be the blast furnace, man. That works for me. So now, same deal. I can buy iron boots from him, and I really want to, but it's just so shockingly expensive. So I'll chop down a tree. Hope that his prices have gone down. They have. I'll chop down a tree, get the wood.
15 minutes
of wood chopping
later.
I'm going to make some sticks. 4 stick trades. I'll go for 5 just to have the extra one, I guess. And now, chat, I can lock in my my armorer, and he's going to give me iron boots, which means I'll forever be slightly more protected against the world. Look at me. I'm building up a real armor set here. I'm 63 days into Minecraft, chat, and I'm almost going to get a full set of gear. Wonderful. Yeah, slowly but surely, we are making an impact, chat. Fisherman, I think, is a good... I think we want the fisherman for a bucket bad enough that it's worth paying for. So we'll make 2 oak planks, not that many. And then we'll make some oak slabs. Oh, we already have some. And we'll make a barrel. Because I think that's going to be more important than the butcher. And if this guy becomes my butcher, I can sell coal. Or I can... Okay, so this is the cool thing. In Minecraft, if you ever get trades you don't like, you can just say, nope, I don't consent to these trades. And you can tell the game to try again. So we'll break this and we'll say, no, 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 no. Could you try that again, but better? It's like AI, you know, you yell at it over and over again until eventually it goes, nope, wrong trades. Could I have that again, but better, please? Oh, and there we go, bucket of cod, but just 3 emeralds. So this guy, I need to lock him in, which means I need to have sticks, which means I need to go up right now and chop down some trees with them. Let's do it. This bucket of cod will allow me to go fishing. It'll allow me to water my crops. And if we buy a second bucket of cod now, we've locked in infinite, that's right, chat, infinite amounts of water. I think we're gonna have to set up a little pond somewhere, probably up there. Now we've got a place just like this that I can store my water and make an infinite source. And also 2 cod. So yeah, chat, I've gotten this guy up to tier 2, but it's gonna cost me another 24 emeralds to get him to tier 3. And all I can buy then is a diamond hoe. But I need to do this if I want to get through to his next tier of trades. See, that's an example of popular. Like, people would like it. But oh, no! Oh! Ah! Chat! Okay. This is a bad sign. That could have ruined... That could have been game over. It's hardcore, chat. It's hardcore. I can't just have that happening. Oh, man. That really was some poor luck. But thankfully, it's the only time in this chapter that I get surprised by a mob that you're probably not expecting. That's why nighttime is scary. That's why I can't be having that. Jeez. Got 20 emeralds. And I think we have to commit to just, like, the pain of do this. Yeah, level 3, chat. I can now buy diamond hoes. These are better emerald efficiency, and I might use them. And there's my enchanted axe that I am looking for. So all I need to do now is buy, like, 7 diamond hoes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need 2 more, chat. But I bought all the diamond hoes that he's willing to sell me. And then I just need to get my 30 emeralds after that. So I need probably 3 more of these trades. If we're leveling with ourselves, 3 more is probably the right amount. Also, Hexahector, patiently waiting for this to become a video so I can watch it at 2 times speed. Okay, Hexahector, I tell you what, you stay here, I'll start talking at 2 times speed. So the thing you gotta know about this trade that I'm gonna do right now is I really want to get this trade done, and I'm just gonna do this right now just to mess with Hexahector going to 2 times speed, because he's gonna have to slow it down. He's gonna be really annoyed that I'm talking this fast. How's he gonna do it? I've got this cider right here, by the way. It's 7.4% vintage reserve cider. I really like the idea of drinking ciders, because I like the idea of having a drink that's kind of expensive, kind of nice. I like the idea of having something that's like actually like a fun thing to drink. But the problem is I don't actually like cider that much. Like, cider is the most drinkable of most standard drinks, but it's still not that actually drinkable, is it? It's a real big problem. I think that apples are like a fun idea, but fundamentally we just need to have a tasty drink that is like kind of low in percent. But people who don't want to drink beer, because not everyone wants to drink beer. Beer's not that good of a drink. It's ultimately not really anything that much at all. Also, I was only 2 of those. I am now only 30 away from my smite free axe. God damn. Okay, so we're gonna have to make a ton more of these. Just stick, 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 stick. Okay. Small emerald pile, become big emerald pile. And now I have half of the emeralds required for this guy to give me a diamond axe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, chat. Finally, it's happened. My worst tool that I use the most can be replaced with a smite-free axe. Oh, yeah. Look at this. It's a diamond axe, chat. That is exciting, and it means that finally I can start using my emeralds for other things. A diamond axe is better than no axe, and it's certainly better than a wooden axe. It is going to be worth eventually trading for this, because I need silk touch, chat. I need silk touch really bad to get grass. So just stick, 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 stick. Trade all of our emeralds for today. We can go, oh, chat! I am so lucky to be alive. How? I need, that is a wake-up call. That is a wake-up call in disguise. I mean, I probably just lost some blocks too. Second creeper spawn in that spot. Yeah, I need to make this place unavailable for creepers. Chat, the fact that I didn't die, the fact that no villagers died is a miracle. All I lost was 2 bits of floor and presumably some items from this chest. I couldn't tell you what those items are, which is a great sign. But they might have been... Okay, I've got my gravel. That matters. That's rare. I've got the items, and that's what matters. Okay, stone bricks, snow blocks, mossy stone bricks. Oh, yeah. I want to believe that's what matters. But Jesus, chat. So, okay, what am I going to do to prevent that? I'm going to make charcoal right now. I'm not going to sit around any longer. I'm just going to make some charcoal. Just some charcoal. Make those into coals. And I'm going to... Or even better, actually. You can buy from one of the villagers. It might be the lectern guy, actually. You can buy lanterns from him. And that's a bit more renewable. So I'm going to now grab the 5 charcoal. And make 20... Oh no, what did I do? I'm using my regular... You... Minecraft! Of course I meant charcoal. Coal is real. Charcoal is not. Okay, so I'm going to look around for creepers. Don't want to die. Then I'm going to type in the words lectern. And I'm going to go bookcase. So a bookcase just needs free leather. Because free books, right? Oh, paper! Chat! No! I made the classic mistake. I was like, I have leather. No! Who sells books? The answer is that no one sells books, and so if you want a lectern, and therefore a villager that sells you enchantments, there's only one solution. This seems insane, but this is exactly why I love Challenge Worlds. The only way for me to get free books without having to get my hands on sugarcane is to actually fish up free enchanted books and then simply disenchant them. This could be really painful if they're great books, and also it's going to take a long time because books aren't likely, but that's my plan for this chapter. Let's see how long it takes. So, yeah, my villager grew up, but I have zero fished things so far. I would like to set up a little fishing pond. And so let's set that up right now. But now we can place water there. And we just have to place water here. And it will infinite source. Then we place water there and infinite sources. Then we place water there. And that's too far over there. Okay, it's already done. Okay, so this is my fishing pond. Now I just place another collection of blocks. I think we just fish from there to there. The odds of something happening to me. I don't like the odds of a creeper blowing up behind me. It's low, but it's never 0, right, chat? So maybe I should instead get on it from this weird wood. No, that's even more dangerous. I think I'm going to build like a fence around myself. Hey, first fish, chat. Hey, we got one. We got one. Are you excited for me? Look, look. Buddy, I'm starting to fish your people's thing. Wait, that's rude. I'm starting to fish for the stuff that you guys like. I don't think it makes sense to stream name tag anymore. Like, oh, so soon. Whoa! Not just enchanted, correctly enchanted. It doesn't have mending on, so when it gets really close to dead, I'm gonna let it go. Oh, wow, loyalty free. What a bizarre, this is such a rare book, chat. Like, it's such a good one too. But yeah, we're gonna have to leave our fishing rod in here now, chat. Because that's gonna die, but if I get mending, it will stay alive forever. So I think I want to keep that around. Speak to me much. Oh no! Chat, my fish. That's hilarious that that can happen, but also very tragic. I don't think it fits what we do. Also, 2 saddles. Chat, what horses am I finding at this height? I only have to fit, a certain number of times before I'll get another enchanted bow. This one has flame and mending, this one has power. If I combine these two bows together, I'll get something incredible. Yeah, okay, you know what, chat? I'm gonna make a cool bow, because why wouldn't I? I've got this, 6 levels, and I can get the most powerful, ridiculous thing that might save my life one day. Sure, why not? Every single time we get an opportunity to make something cool, we might as well take it. I was downstairs attending. Oh, another bow. This one has Unbreaking and Curse of Vanishing. So I think I want to put that on there. It's a silly bow we're gonna make here, chat. But I think the silly bow is worth having. It's 17 levels, but isn't this such a fun one? Flame, Unbreaking, Mending, Power. Yeah, I think it's a fun one. I'm going for it. No one can tell me otherwise. Yeah, just to keep that easy and, you know, like. So I've now got a worthless, it's power 4, chat. I should have just waited. Do you think I can afford to put this on, or do you think it's gonna be too pricey? Oh, 4 levels. Yay, power 5 bow now, chat. Awesome. I have the mega bow. It has cost me everything, but I now have a bow that, like, just to show you its damage. I can't do it, chat. I wanna commit, but I cannot commit. Throw away this snowball. Oh, chat! He became a zombie! Oh, no! Okay, that means there is a hole in my security somewhere. And also I don't have a farming villager anymore. So I needed a new villager anyway, because I want to find someone who will buy carrots or wheat. This works, technically. Yeah, I'll buy bread from him. I'll feed these guys. Get some baby villagers out there, and then do some things with them. For now, thankfully, I didn't lose my fletching man. He is very useful. He allows me to clear out my inventory. Their clip shows have exclusively... Oh, yes! It's such a good book that I have to genuinely question, like, do I want to just put Unbreaking on this? But we get to question that after, chat. We can question that after, because for now we celebrate, I tell you. Hey! We got 3 books! Wait, there it is. Chat, we did it! 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 Here's the question. Is it worth fishing a tiny bit longer so we can keep one of our books? Or is that insanity talking right now? Is there absolutely no way I should do that? Bane of Half-Pots. Okay, chat, I found my first candidate for removal. There's no way I keep this book around. I was gonna fish a bit longer, but clearly I didn't get any fish. So I'm gonna have to do something painful here, but I'm just gonna do it. Bane of Half-Pots, book. Fire protection, book. Loyalty, it's a book. They're all books, chat, that's the secret. So we use this bookshelf now, and we use some books around it to make a lectern. Is it slabs around it? Yeah, it's just slabs. So we make some planks, and then we make those planks into slabs. And then we make those slabs into a lectern. And here we go, chat. Oh, I can't actually do it yet, because... Wait. He's a shepherd, that's fine, though. So I need to breed more villagers, or destroy existing blocks, because I'm not going to have a villager of this type yet. I'll place this down just to be ready, though. Wow, I was so lucky, it only took me 3 hours of real-world time to get this bookshelf together. Aren't you glad that you saw that in far less time? The insane power afforded to me by on-demand enchantments really cannot be overstated. I can now have diamond tools with any enchant I want if I'm just willing to wait long enough. This is absolutely nuts coming from someone who has spent just weeks and weeks of my life using only wooden tools. I can now have access to diamond enchanted ones, and it gets even better because eventually I work out how to get the Wandering Trader to spawn. If you want a Wandering Trader, all you need is a bell. And so I'm going to place down my bell right here in the center where it should have the most impact. This is a bell. All of the villagers are linked to it, especially this guy for some reason. And now, if there is any chance that affects my Wandering Trader spawns, the next 3 days are what it's going to have to be.
1 day later.
Oh, chat! I can't believe it. I think you were right. I cannot believe that after all that time, I set this up to be so smug. Like, oh chat, I placed a bell. There's nothing in this that should increase the Wandering Trader spawn rate, but here it is anyway, I guess. So I can now buy coral, red tulips, black dye. I haven't had any access to that. Beetroot is a silly one, and then packed ice too. So I'm gonna buy one of each flower because I can then grow the rest somewhere else. I'm gonna put them in little pots. Actually, I think. Yeah, that's the most fun idea, right? So yeah, chat. The Wandering Trader. Okay, he's not dead. He's lost one of his llamas though, which means he's lost one of his leads. I'm gonna be very careful about this one. No, don't. Please get somewhere safe so I can murder you. Okay, lead him away. Lead him away. Yeah. Just what I love to see. No! I lost it. Chat. No leads for me today. It's gone. It's over. So let's get our emeralds. Let's finally... It's gonna be exciting, chat. I think I just crafted some things I shouldn't have crafted. Okay, look at this. I can finally throw away my wooden pickaxe, chat. This isn't needed anymore. Wooden pickaxe, no longer my friend. Because I have diamond pickaxe now. Oh yeah! When am I gonna use a Fortune 2 efficiency 3 pickaxe? The answer is almost certainly next to never. But it's gonna be cool, chat. It's gonna be cool. Look at this. I have no armor, but I have a Fortune 2 pick. Yeah, maybe it'd be smart if we got efficiency on our axe first. Maybe. Oh no! No! Oh! I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay. You know what the rules are? Don't play Minecraft hungry. There is now a hole. Oh, that's 4 of my dirt gone too. Oh, some of it's down there. Some of it's down there. I actually have gotten 2 of my dirt back. So I lost 2 dirt permanently to that, which is almost as tragic as losing my life, but thankfully, not actually. So I survived just over 100 days in the floating igloo in the sky. I had a great time, and at this point, if this were a standard YouTube series, I could say, okay, we're done, let's move on to the next one. But honestly, I have so much left to do in this world. For 1, I could work on upgrading all of my tools even more. For 2, I could trade more with the Wandering Trader, or indeed all of these villagers sitting nicely in boats just awaiting their new role for me. And I could really expand what I have in this world just with those things alone. But also, I now have the possibility of heading out even further so I can bring more blocks home to not just make my big floating igloo in the sky better, but also to unlock new possibilities. I can find, if I go 12,000 blocks out, a brand new dark oak forest and an elite acacia forest if I want to, or if I go 33,000 blocks, there's a ruined portal which has limited use but does seem like it's useful for maybe being able to go to the Nether. The opportunities to open up the Nether for travel, the opportunities to open up all of this seem so insane and seem so impossible, but it is all in the future of the SKYGLOO series, and honestly, I am so excited. Hopefully, you are as well, because this has been the biggest glow up over 100 days, and despite my poor luck along the way, I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes as I work towards the 200th day. But for now, I hope you all enjoyed seeing the journey. Thank you so much for the editor of this video for bringing this all together. It has taken a little bit of time, but it's been a very, very delightful one. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time. But for now, goodbye.